Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrine's Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Albert, and you have now entered into our Hangout. And today's topic is Polight setting Prince York up to cross the fucking line. That's the title of the show, right? Now, y'all might say, this is not so. You got to understand that Polight is a smart guy, intelligent guy. He's made moves in this community that's, whether you like it or not, must be respected. Whether you like it or not, they must be respected in the sense that they have been power moves and have created a great lane for himself in, making these power moves. Now, he made these moves coming into the community, quote unquote, as a protege of Dr. Malachi Z. York, the father of Prince York, right? So truly, in the conscious community, Polight was Prince York. He was Prince York, seeing that Prince York had not emerged on the scene yet. Now, I wake up this morning to a disturbing video on side of the TV, which only verify what I've been feeling and thinking anyway. So that's what made me set this title as such and to proceed on with the conversation, because I think it's a good conversation for the community to really look at. At the same time, I think it's a distraction from other things that need to be dealt with and looked at and talked about. But at the same time, it's been put on the table. So we, as a community, need to analyze the situation. Would y'all agree? Yes or no? Well, I can't hear you, so I'm going to take it as you all agree. So let's proceed on, right? Let's play the audio, right? Let's play the audio. Let me make sure this audio working because they couldn't hear me a few minutes ago. Okay. So we see my audio is working. So let's play this audio to deal with the situation.
There's people out there who hear certain things, you know what I'm saying, be like, Brother Polight say he disagreed with the information or the affirmation because of this, but he didn't say it. And then we'll have a video up in the next 5 minutes after this go up, and they'll be attacking my father. And when they attack my father, then that's why he keep and Sinetta keep trying to stress to me, as like elder to me, he keeps saying, calm down, Prince. What people don't understand is when you're talking about my father, you're talking about my spiritual father, you're talking about my dad.
So as you see, Prince York say, you're not talking about my spiritual father, shot at Polight. You're talking about my dead, my biological father, right? So it's a difference between Prince York and Prince Polight in the sense of the word. He claimed the throne being an adopted son of Malachi Z. York. Spiritually, Prince York is the biological and spiritual son of his father, physical father, Dr. York himself. This right here is a dilemma that has to be dealt with in the community now, because the Nuwapian or Nuwapo, or however it's said, I don't study that to be sufficient on it like that. But throne or organization or power structure is now in question. Polight was like the quiet leader of it all. That's the way he came into the game. That's the way he presented himself as a student, teacher, protege of Malachi Z. York. Now his physical son is in the picture. And when you talk about his father, it's another level, because that's his physical father. He had to deal with him being incarcerated, basically put in a grave above ground, so on and so forth. What he claims is false allegations and things against his father, you know, perpetrated by different individuals, even his physical brother, right? So this is a deep issue with this young man, right? We cannot overlook it, and it's being played on in the house of consciousness right before the public eyes. At the pivot moment in history, or in this community today. We're talking about Dr. York now, right? President Obama is about to go out of office. People looking to see if he will pardon York and other, you know, political prisoners. You know what I'm saying? This is what his son is claiming, that he's a political prisoner, you know, by Liberian standards, so on and so forth. We'll get into all of that another time. But all this stuff needs to be talked about, dealt with, people, because it's a pivoted moment in history. It truly is. And I know a lot of people claim they're about the community and the people in the community when they don't give a hell. They don't give a damn about the people in the community, because they don't speak about what's going on in the community. You know what I'm saying? If trash wasn't being picked up in your community, then you'll be talking about, you know, the trash not being picked up in the community. If you had a problem with stray dogs running around and stuff, you'll be trying to talk about those things so it could get fixed in the community. When you have a platform in the community that's distracting us and bringing out things that are not conducive to our liberation, people are afraid to talk about it. Why? Why are they not trying to help fix what's going on in the community by lending their voice to the cause and dealing with the things in the community? So since this distraction has been put on the table, let's deal with it some more.
And I know my dad was subjected to have to finish the raising of me over the phone or through letters because of things that other people are saying. But I really just want you, as Brother Polight, to clarify and let it be known that you don't have to explain your question. We can talk that on a later date, but you know, clarify that it doesn't have anything to do with charges or anything like that, so the people won't have nothing to attack our father with.
So now you notice he said, I want you to clarify so people won't have nothing to attack our father with. Remember, the relationship of one is a so-called adopted son, and the relationship of the other one is a physical son. So now you want Polight, since Polight has become the Nasut of the conscious community, most definitely the Kemetic portion of the conscious community. Down what they say. That's my claim, and I believe that's his claim. Anytime somebody claimed to be the king of Israel, you will have to address that this cat just claimed to be the king of Israel. So when this guy claimed to be the Nasut of the community, the Kemetic community is what he in, then he's claiming to be the ruler of it. And his chariot show it, his multiple wives show it, his bank accounts show it. He has flossed on them all. None balls like Polight. So none put the asses in the seat like Polight. So hey, you gotta give him his crown, right? Head of the crown of luxurious, so and so, all the other accolades that he give himself, he took them. So who can say something about it? Until you take his crown, you can't say nothing. All you can do is kneel and kiss the ring, like they like to talk over there. Kiss the ring, right? Bow down. So Polight, I want you to speak and let them know. I want you to speak and let them know. We need your voice at this time, Polight. Remember, once again, Barack Obama is going out of office. People could ask that he free Malachi Z. York, Big Meech, and other political prisoners. Like I say, black people gonna always claim that it was political when their people are being locked up. But it's so very true, because why are we the ones that's getting locked up the most? Why are we overpopulating the prison industrial complex? Why haven't any of the white presidents, quote unquote European presidents, ever freed our political prisoners? Why haven't they took Assata Shakur off the America's Most Wanted list, and they still trying to get her head in the guillotine? Why? This is what's going on in our community. We talk about, we got liberators, RBGs, revolution born gangsters, and y'all not getting gangster with it. Larry Hoover controlled the politics of Chicago for a long time just from his jail cell, because he had his people get out, and he took that voting block to help the politics of the city as he perceived it, right? So gangsters are politicians too. You even see that with the mob and Al Capone. Gangland is what I'm talking about now. The land that I was born in, Chicago, Illinois. So, people, he's asking Polight to speak now. Let's hear what Polight says, right? Now, you know, it's footage out there where he said Malachi Z. York is his God, his deity, his father, his son, just everything, his master teacher. When he said, even if you all believe that he was a pedophile or molested those children, he would still work with you. That was his claim at first. He was saying, hey, I'm not saying he did or didn't. I'm not saying nothing. All I'm saying is, that's my master teacher, my God, my father, and I'm willing to work with you all in this community. And he also said he wasn't going to attack people at that time. But at that time, he had his dashikis and his African garbs on and stuff. Now he got a just plain old flannel shirt with the new covenant and, you know, Versace this, Versace that, you know what I'm saying? But let's listen.
Well, I'll tell you this. My discipline doesn't allow me to present certain ideas that I have, because I teach my brother's order, the same order that I was educated in.
So he teaches people order. This at young York here, right? He don't have order. He said the elder Sinetta trying to tell me. And this is a good stab and a good dish at the brother. And maybe he'll learn how to move amongst a room full of snakes, right? And why do I say this? Because since he came into it, he came on the camera, he just spoke. Marcus was there. He got at him a little bit. Somebody else got at him. I think Red Pill was there. I got to go back and check the tape. They got at him, right? Then he came back again. That's when he was a little bit more pompous and arrogant and had the brother hold the mic like, I ain't holding my own mic. I'm Prince York, you know what I'm saying? And so, once again, somewhat of a failed attempt to lay down exactly what it is that he come to the community to do. Remember, you got to have a blueprint when you come here, people. So when people start asking, what are you here for? And what do you look to achieve and accomplish? Then you can talk to the people and tell them exactly what your blueprint to liberation is and what tools you will be using to help liberate the people, right? No one asks these questions and talk to people about these things and set a strong foundation why people are in this community. You know, if one come in and say, yeah, I'm here to entertain, debate, and make my money, then you will know where they at. If one comes in and say, well, I'm here to make sure that our youth and our elderly is more protected by, you know, certain laws and different things, because today's 20 to 50, well, we'll say, yeah, 20 to 50-year-olds are on drugs, doing this and doing that, and they don't know how to take care of the youth or the elderly. They're the ones in between, you know, the youth and the elderly, and they don't know how to take care of them. They're going out smoking drugs, partying, doing this, twerking and stuff, and they ain't taking care of the two main resources that we should take care of: our youth, which is our future, and our elders who laid the foundation and should be honored and respected, right? So that's a good check. on young, you know, Prince York in the sense of the word. Discipline. Polight and learned discipline over the years because he has been the wild guy and did things, and he still do stuff to this very day. But as he say, let's go back, right? I like breaking this type of stuff down because you got to listen, people. Most people, they don't listen.
That I have because I teach my brother's order, the same order that I was educated in, so my discipline wouldn't permit it. All right. And it's simple questions, nothing intense. As far as the case is concerned, I do not know. I believe Dr. York is innocent.
So now, what do they say about us and us religious people? Belief? Oh, you believe that's a God. Oh, you believe that book. Oh, you believe that. So what is belief to Polight? And why would he use a term like that when he's one that truly don't deal with belief? He deals with science, right? He deals with methodology. He deals with things of that nature, right? So why would he, Polight, use a phrase, a atheist, a pantheist, or whatever he is today? You know, he a shapeshifter. So whatever shape and form he has taken today or taken on this couch, I don't know. But why would he use the word belief?
And it's simple questions, nothing intense. As far as the case is concerned, I do not know. I believe Dr. York is innocent. I have tremendous reason to believe that he's innocent. However, I do not know. I never slept in his bed.
First stab, I never slept in his bed.
You feel what I'm saying? There's two sides or three sides to the story. His side, and then there's the truth. So all I could do as an observer is weigh in on the information. And I can clearly see the conspiracy. I can prove the conspiracy to bring the man down. But even in light of a conspiracy.
What? I can see the conspiracy. I can prove the conspiracy. But in light of the conspiracy, what? He still may have done it. Now, as much as Polight speaks about people bringing up his family and so on and so forth, he got a young man here whose father was taken away from him at a young age because of his claims. Young Prince York claims that his father was set up and it was a conspiracy. Polight said, I believe the same thing. Right? But now he's going to put the doubt out there. Polight's not ignorant. He understands speech. He understands how to speak. So to just toss one out there, just float one over the plate like that so somebody can knock it out the park, you know it's got to be a setup. Now either it's a organized setup, meaning they organized it, or it's an unorganized setup, right? Either it's for viewership or it's true. Now, how is Prince York gonna take this? How will he deal with this? Well, the anticipation of this somewhat commercial is giving us a time frame to anticipate the night, which is 6 days away, right? I'm gonna give you the whole video. I'm gonna give you the whole conversation, this, that, and the other. I don't know if they did this live because I'll be doing so much live work, but somebody said that they seen this, I guess, live, and Polight said that he haven't even met Dr. York, really. But we'll see, and you know, that's hearsay now. But hopefully if somebody's seen it, they can verify it. Somebody recorded it live, hopefully. And we'll get the footage from somebody by Sam. Hopefully you got the footage and you put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. That's what you're here for. So hopefully we get to see the footage, raw and uncut, if it was recorded live. But let's listen on.
Being used to bring the man down, even amidst of the propaganda promulgated throughout the media to infiltrate our consciousness, there still may be reason to believe that he may have done it.
Hold up. All these years, all these attacks, all these statements, the fight with Kataza. Your father is a child molester. Got him, right? Let's listen to that. Let's go to that. Let's go to the tail of it. Let's go to the tape, right? Let's go to the tape. Now I gotta listen through this song to get it. But we're gonna get to it.
Only require you.
Only now, this Polight going against his master teacher number one to show that he's shady in the first place. Let's listen.
Only require you to know one thing, and that is who the devil is.
Now, Polight changed his stance on that, no longer riding with what his teachers say. Just to show you, before we get to him have to, you know, defend York and like throw your hands up at Kataza and all of that, right?
But if you don't know who the devil is, brother, I can't trust.
Stop bullshitting. The reason why I don't believe in that white man devil stuff, I think it's making black people lazy.
But you don't want to believe that. And not believing that is why you're suffering. The white man is the devil.
I'm telling you that the white man's not the devil.
If you don't accept that, I can't deal with you. You going out there and do a Sammy Davis Jr. or Ben Marine with white people all you want. Let me tell you, boy or girl, white man don't care nothing about you, nigga. Point blank. You can smile in your face at work just to tell his friends, there's a good colored girl on my job. She's not bad. She minds her business. She doesn't bother anybody. She's docile. She's sedate. She's a trained monkey. That's how he sees you. You're no threat to him because you're not asking for your rights. You're just asking for a right to be like him.
You just asked for a right to be like him, right? So that's what it is. Now let's go. Let's deal with this a little bit more.
Style of clothes. Let me think.
And find a good mark, people. All right, this is a good mark. I'm gonna show the screen now. This is off of the video Israel Doctrine and Revenge. All you got to do is type it in, and you will Israel Doctrine Takes Revenge on Sinetta and Polight. So that's the name of the title. If you want to see the video in whole and see the actual production of the video and everything, shout out to Digital Pitballs for the special effects that I couldn't put in, and shout out to Deuce Jones 22 for the song. So let's play this.
Accept me, Mr. Whitey. Let me eat in a restaurant with you. Let me go to your parties. Let me wear your style of clothes. Let me think like you, Mr. Whitey. You would think that's a very little thing for the white man to grant. He won't give it to you.
He gonna give it to you.
Still the Negro, or the nice Negro that he knows, or the nice colored girl. It always takes some strange pain to realize the white man's a devil.
Strange pain. So you see the setup. He called Tazariak Kataza spiritual father, right? So they checked him on that. Don't be disrespectful. So I never even tell him, don't be disrespectful, right? Don't be disrespectful.
You know what I'm father? All right, my bad. I'm sorry. It looked like you were son of him, that's why.
Just remember, you want to call him my spiritual father, that's fine.
No problem.
Your spiritual father's a child molester.
Got him! Got him!
Your spiritual father's a child molester.
That's fine.
Remember that. Remember that. You understand that?
So now you will understand why Prince York will have somewhat of a beef with Tazariak and say, if it's anybody in the House of Conscience that I would like to debate, it will be Tazariak. More than Tazariak, he should have said Katazak. Right? Then he could have dealt with the fact that he felt he was a white man or not. He could have dealt with that. He could have dealt with genealogy. He could have dealt with male seed or female seed, defining what the child is. You know, and Katazak could have shown if he was well learned in the school of UPK or whatever. But Tazariak is the sale. He has the name. Katazak don't. But if you're going to take issue with somebody, you take issue with the man that said, your father is a child molester, right? Your spiritual father to Polight. But Tazariak said it too, so I can't be that biased about the conversation, right? Either one, I guess he could pick. But you see, this interaction comes to cross the fucking line. And as I said, Polight didn't cross that line. He called himself getting Tazariak's wife, and they crossing together like holy matrimony and everything, jumping the broom together, whatever. They call themselves crossing the line, right? But he really didn't cross that line. Now, that was a line that should not have been crossed, and he crossed that line. But that broke that day. The actual line that was in front of him, he did not cross that line. But you see Tazariak on Satnetta TV in front of the Apollo, and what do you have? You got a molester, someone that was molested by York, just happened to be walking down 125th Street looking for them. He'd be out on 125th Street on that day. So it was just by miraculous circumstances, they just happened to bump into each other. He was coming looking and they was there when they normally don't be there. Who believes that? Who want to buy that bridge? I got it for sale, $1 million. Matter of fact, whatever you got in your bank account, we don't even have to go $1 million. Whatever you got in your bank account, I'll sell it to you for that. Who want it? So they just happen to bump into him. So Tazariak is a part of the setup. We know that he's good friends with Polight now, and that, you know, they do good business together. So don't think that him bowing down to the HOK, them having recordings of him, so on and so forth, that he ain't a lapdog for Satnetta and Polight now. And so therefore, don't think that he's not a part of this and this stage interpretation of liberation. Right? Nobody's trying to go and get at the white man. We getting at each other. We fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why I took a little time out to just get at James White, whom the Hebrew Israelite community has come down on, to beat up his little book and talk bad about his doctrinal perspective, to let people know I still talk to the white men about their foulness and everything. You don't find this platform doing that. When the last time they talked about a white man? All you hear is black man's being talked about, called in the middle of the night, asked to suck dogs' dicks and things of this nature, and putting big-breasted women on screens and all of this stuff. But when Alex Jones came at him, he had not one mumbling word to say about Alex Jones. We're going to deal with that another day on my segment, Remember the Time. We're going to remember the time when Satnetta attacked the Japanese woman and Alex Jones attacked him, in the sense of the word, through one of his interns, and he had nothing to say. Matter of fact, he punked out and deleted the video off of his Satnetta TV channel, whichever one it was, where they had a link to, and went to another channel. He didn't even want the money off of it. Coward. But anyway, so let's get back to this main subject. This is what Polight is setting Prince York up with. That's why I use the terminology cross the line. He's setting him up, and he's allowing him to take abuse for his father now. He's not going to take the abuse for Malachi Z. York no more. And as you could go back and check my record, I believe that he was setting him up to get beat up every time in every debate, which he cried about on Khalil Mail's show when he was talking about, you know, these people are unworthy for me to debate because every time we debate, they bringing up Malachi Z. York, this, that, and the other. But he was attacking people, master teachers, and things of that nature to set his master teacher up to be defamed in public and stuff. That's always been my viewpoint of what Polight has been doing with Malachi Z. York and allowing him to be set up so he can, Nuwapu can die and New Covenant can rise. You got to destroy to rebuild. The two cannot exist in the same space at the same time. So even Prince York and Polight, can they exist in the house of consciousness? Unless they be on one chord, how can they exist together at the same time? You Nuwabian, I'm Nuwabian, or Nuwapo, and I'm Nuwapo, right? You're the true prince, I'm the wannabe prince. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to step down and be up under the others. The other one, right? Polight ain't giving up the crown. He's not giving up his not seat. He's not gonna do that. So people, let's go back. This is what he's setting Prince York up with, right? To take the abuse that comes with being affiliated, not affiliated on Prince York part, but actually a part of the family. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, which is funny. Even Jacob York, who Prince put out there as having issues with his father and stuff, if he love his brother and didn't have any love for his father and don't want the family name disrespected in a certain way, he might even pull him into this on a humbug. You know, because people gonna ask him eventually, do you see how Satnetta and Polight and Captain Tazariak and all these people in the so-called conscious community is coming at your brother, coming at your father, this, that, and the other? And he might get pulled in this. I got a video up of Jacob York talking about the situation with his father. So I ain't new to this. I'm true to this, people. And I know it's the Sabbath day, but it's good to do good on the Sabbath day. And see, these people, they Sabbath keepers. You know what this was? This was the Sabbath day that they was out there on a street corner. So, you know what I'm saying? This is happening in the Israelite community by these bywords, Hebrew Israelites, and it needs to be addressed. Truly it do. So did he stutter there? He said he don't have a spiritual father that's a child molester. But now he say, hey, Prince, we might have to leave a little bit out there that he probably did it. He could have done it. But arguing with the Kataza, he said, hey, I don't have a spiritual father that's a child molester. Damn what a nigga say. He's not a child molester, right? Then he getting beat up so bad, he got to say, oh, you talking about my biological father. You know, he said spiritual father. He made it clear who he was talking about. Then he going to be clear when he said, oh, you want to go to the physical thing. Polight was embarrassed big time this day. On that day, he got his clock clean. You know what I'm saying? That's one of his biggest debacles to this day. And Tazariak then got him twice, really, with the act that he committed to bring about the act that he's going to commit on him today. And then Katazak did him bad. But somehow or another, he got his revenge. He feel good. And Captain Tazariak then bowed down. Right? Not to climb up that tree no more because that tree fell on him. And once a tree fall on you, you don't want it to happen again, right?
You gotta not get convicted? Come on now. Let's keep it real. So now you're talking about what? You're talking about biology. Is he my biological father? I don't think so. So why do you want to be simple? Once I can do that. So now once I pull that out on you, now you want to get your feelings. Because you're emotional. That's a problem. You want to be emotional. But he's supposed to lead black people. A man who gets emotional.
So now, let's go back. Let's go back and check what Polight just said, right? He said because of his discipline and he was so poised on that couch. But here, what was the discipline? What was the pause? What was even Sarnetta? Calm down, as he telling young Prince York, right? Calm down. What was that at this day? See, niggas is hypocrites. And I like showing hypocrisy, right? Because people try to put the spotlight on me. You know, he love white folks or this and that. He's an integrationist. I'm trying to integrate Hamitic people with my Semitic people, or this black group with that black group. And that's what was the first form of integration that I was talking about. The vision that they talking about is dividing the Hamitic people from the so-called Semitic people that the Israelites or the Hebrew Israelites claim. So you want to divide the two black communities. I've been trying to integrate the two black communities, but they'll once again throw off my conversation by saying even white folks. Now we know, once again, I can go back to the beginning. Matter of fact, I go to another video and show you Polight sitting and standing with white folks, even in business with white folks. I'm not in business with any white folks, but the community will overlook Polight so-called black power transgressions, right? Because it's supposed to be a law that you ain't supposed to be in bed with the white folks in the black power community. Am I lying or am I wrong? What if you seen Khalil Muhammad getting choked by a white woman? Would you ever listen to him again? This goes to what Sarnetta was saying, and everybody, even Lex Vortex said his cave winch, right? We know that Khalil Muhammad came up with Cave Bitch on Ice Cube album, where he got a song talking about the cave bitch, the white woman that comes up out of the cave, the Caucasoid woman and all of that. Well, Khalil Muhammad also framed that thing along with that song. So when Lex say his cave winch, right, he's talking about a white woman and he says she Latino. But anyway, so they played a racial card within the community. Though they might say they don't have the power to be racist, they will play a racial card when they feel like it. Even on me, even on, you know, Oh God. And now people quiet about Polight being choked by a white woman, right? Sitting down eating with white people on 2 occasions, right? And doing business with white folks. Even people that have medical, right, ties. And we talked about that the other day. Go look at, you know what I'm saying, the video talking about the 37,000 that Dr. Sabi was caught with. Go look at that video if you want to listen to it and see what I'm talking about. But let's keep going with this one, because this is what he want to subject Prince York to. This is what Sarnetta want to subject him to. This is what Tazariak want to put on him. This is what Polight want to see him deal with. And why would this man, who's the head of a community or organization and stuff that he claimed is so powerful and sit down with dignitaries, will want to be on a street corner or sit on a couch or get on a stage with this type of garbage?
It is a proven fact that his father is a molester. You don't know that? He's a molester since what, the 70s, 80s? Since the 60s. Mercy. That's what you gotta understand. That's what you gotta understand.
Let's just fight.
Let me tell you something, bro. To tell me he's not? To tell me he didn't get convicted? And now you initially want to handle? That's what you want to do? That's what That's what you gotta do.
Back up. Sight nothing in his ear. Your father's a molester. Throw your hands up. Let's fight. Oh, You brave against Kataza. All the black people are gonna be with you when it go down, right? So
Back up. Back up. We've been through that. Now you've been sitting here the whole time. The whole time. You want to turn around. Now let me ask you something.
now you see, once again, he's emotional, he's ready to fight, but now he's on the couch. Let's go to the couch. Now he's on the couch saying we might have to, you know, we might have to consider.
Infiltrate our consciousness. There still may be reason to believe that he may have done it. So as a rational being, I decided, since I have never been in that man's bed, to watch what he does day in and day out, and the nature of the charges and the allegations, I still hold him dear in my heart as my father and my master teacher. I don't turn my back on him. Unfortunately, I just do not know if he did or he didn't, and it's my right to say it. I simply don't know. But even with all the reasons that I have to believe that he didn't molest those children, it still stands to reason that he could have.
That he could have. What the fuck? God damn. Now, like I said, they could be playing all this to make some dough off of this one day. You know, the Tommy Sotomayor then go through. They got a little bit of their money back, probably from the Dr. Sebi's memorial. They said they broke the son off with 10,000. So, yeah, they still might have took a little loss on that. So they might be trying to angle it for a big payday or whatever. We don't know. We don't know. But did you hear what he just said? Right here, he said he won. He was emphatically saying, no, my father's not a child molester. Now he's saying, why didn't he say that that day? Okay, I feel you. Maybe he is, maybe he ain't. I don't know. But, you know, why are you going there? And I'm still willing to work with people, even if you believe he's a child molester, as he said when he was running around in this African garb and stuff. Right? Why? What was his discipline at that day? Why was he trying to create that type of chaos with Kataza? Why did he even get on the fact that Tazariak, your spiritual father? How did all that come about? Was its stage? You know what I'm saying? Was its stage? Because they say they talk about what they're gonna deal with before they meet up and get their Royal Rumble on. You know what I'm saying? So people, what is going on in this community? What's going on with the community leaders, right? Let's listen on. We're gonna go back to this one.
Your daddy was a pedophile. When he said that your daddy was a pedophile, let me ask you something. When did you ever do that to Desire? Because you know what? Because you're a coward. Because you are a coward. That's what you gotta understand. You're a coward. Your daddy's a molester and you're a coward. That's what you gotta understand. You're a bastard. You're a bastard. He said your daddy was a molester 8 times. You never challenged Captain Desire. That's what you don't grasp. I just heard your card.
You heard him. My father is not a molester. Once again, now on the couch with Prince York sitting there, the probability of him being or not being is truly questionable. We have to leave way to think or to say that maybe he did molest those children. Why the flip-flop? Why the change? But a guy like me that's consistent, no matter if you like what I'm consistent on or not, very consistent, you always got something to say. There's a bunch of people out there make videos about me like crazy. I love it. Make some more. I'm not like Sarnetta. I'm not going to flag you. I'm not even threatening to flag you, and I'm not going to have nobody call you and threaten you and tell you my threat. I'm not going to flag you. Get all my videos and chop them up, you know. But people, Why is he not consistent? Either his father is a molester or he's not. Why would you even say, well, I don't know? I will have to question it myself. Maybe I need to go look over the evidence and the conspiracy and all of this and see if I should be changing my mind or be midstream with it, not hot or cold, but lukewarm on the topic. Right? It's a diss against, you know, Prince York. He truly, he didn't have his 15 minutes of fame. He should come out of that community. He should come out of it. And if he has the political, economic, and everything else power that he needs, go out there now and spread Nuwapu around the world. Because if not, he got that cross the fucking line moment ahead of him, where someone gonna push him on his father, and either he's gonna be ready to throw down the gauntlet and fight, or he's gonna get punked like Polight. And they're gonna push him and push him hard, and they're gonna push that line. They're gonna push it closer and closer and punk him, or either he gonna have to cross the fucking line. That's where they taking this young man. That's where they taking him. They not trying to receive his economic plan, his spiritual plan, his moral plan, or any of that into the conscious community. They're trying to use him for a payday, push the line on him, get videos and footage of him fucking up to destroy him and any opportunity rise of Nuwapu. Why? Because it has to die for New Covenant to take its rightful place. Because it's the new covenant. It's the new agreement. It's the new, you know, and as Polight deals with the mystery system when he wear the eye and stuff, you know, the eye, one eye and all of that and everything, you know, the science behind the one eye, right? And the makeup under the eye. Some of y'all know. Shh, we ain't gonna talk about it. Some of y'all know though. But anyway, as I didn't call him before, talking about his creator, not his evolutionist, his creator, right? His father who has a throne and so on and so forth. Remember, he even called Malachi Z. York his God. And Malachi Z. York, in a metaphysical way or figurative way, could be his God, and he created the character Polight. So you can look at it many different ways, people. Is he talking about a heavenly father that created, or is he talking about Malachi Z. York that created, saying that he's his God and he has a throne, a Nuwapu throne, right? What's all of that? I don't think y'all be ready to analyze and, you know, because I be doing this stuff all the time, but then I listen to people and I bring stuff up and people be hating like, why you always talking about this stuff? Because I see what you don't see. I got sight beyond sight. I'm seeing beyond what they putting forth. Over, through, around, under. I'm seeing it, right? But let's go back. He's fighting for York here against other people. His son is on the couch with him, and he won't even fucking fight for him. He's in front of his son saying, well, maybe he did do it. I never been in his bed, mean he's never molested me. That's what he's really saying. He's never molested me. I never been in his bed. He's never Africa bamboozled me. But I can't say or speak if others been in his bed and if he got his Africa bambada boom boom on. See, that was why the Africa bambada thing was so big in the community. Once again, no one is answering the question if Africa bambada is a part of Nuwapu. Is he if he's a Nuwabian? No one has answered that. Has he ever been a part of the organization? Have he ever had some paperwork? No one has never answered that. No one has asked Bambada that. No one has asked Poppy that. And they have access to all them people over there, but they're not doing no investigating reporting over there. They don't really want to report. They want to be able to make it entertaining enough, even to the even to the point where Sarnetta is telling Poppy stuff about what the Spade said and cut it out. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even put it out there in public. See, Poppy made a video about it, but Poppy don't know, for what I know, what the Black Spade said. And you wouldn't put it out there in the public to let it be heard. Because either way it go, if you tell Poppy they said it, he's going to take a certain position on it. So you might as well have put it out there anyway for the shock value and stuff. And so Poppy can address it and the public know exactly what they said and why Poppy's saying those things. Now it's a mystery on that, but those two fashions is going at it. But once again, that's the Black Spades, ex-Zulu, right? Ex-Zulu comedic Moor. Truly, you heard Young Prince talk about the M-U-U-R-S, the Moors in that sense. People, it's a lot of stuff going on. And it's a distraction from the main things that we should be dealing with. But look at the platform that's bringing it, why they bringing it, and why the distraction is out there. Where's the conversation more about the shooting and the killings of our brothers and things of that nature? Stephen A. Smith name get mentioned, talked about it a little bit. Soundbite material, not really dealing with it. Who else name get mentioned? A couple people and stuff talking about it. But how can Polight, one that say he love the police because they make the bad black folks get right, now all of a sudden have a problem with the police in making bad black folks get right? All of these things, people, you know, once again, I'm a milk this cow until it ain't got no more milk in it. So you can get mad at me all you want, but I'm milking this cow till it don't have any more milk. Till I get powder milk, I'm gonna milk it. Others are afraid to speak on it because they not community based and they don't care about the community and they don't care who's getting fucked in the community. They truly don't care. If they cared, then they would speak on it. They would even give their opinion, and then the majority rules. The opinions and views of the majority will rule the opinions and views of the community. But when you got one person, two person talking about stuff, it's easy to say, oh, they just some haters and they just want to bring somebody down because no one has ever did this and that for them and they're disgruntled workers, right? So, you know, we done heard conversations of people starting unions and this and that. We got consciouscommunity.com that's trying to set up a political this and that, and people trying to do these things. But the simplicity of this whole thing, community, is to fucking just open your mouth about the situation. Your voice matters to your children, to your sisters and brothers, your blood family, your cousins, and then to the people in your organization, how you feel about what's going on in the current atmosphere in the community. But no one cares about what's going on in the community, in the atmosphere. They trying to figure out how they can have their next lecture, the next debate, the next this and that to get their paradigm out and get money from it, the economic gains from it. So this is the social, political, and economic atmosphere that we dealing with. And it's fucked up. Truly it is. But brother like me gonna keep milking this cow. Pretty soon we all gonna have dairy.
All day. Real talk. All day. Because y'all are simple. Y'all are simple. I ain't high no one. Listen to this. We know order. We know order and we know discipline. That's the difference between us. But y'all been sitting here being simple and running your damn mouth all day. Real talk. Even this man being talking about me wearing a white shirt. Ain't nobody mad at the color white. Nobody said I wear white socks. I wear white tees. Nobody's mad at the color white.
Speaking on Brother Polight, though my name now often go by as Dissecting, Amore Senatumbre, which is my preference. I'd rather be called Dissecting Amore Senatumbre. You know, the master teacher, Reverend Dr. Malachi Kobina, y'all gave me the name. as well as name my family, name my daughter since birth. He's my spiritual master and guide. He's my father. You understand? He's my God. He's my deity, however y'all want to call it.
Don't put on your seatbelt, Brother Polight, because I see one thing I see from you, and let me talk, brother, is that you can't handle pressure. You crack under pressure too easy, brother. See, one thing you do, Polight, is that everybody around you, you think is dumb, and you're the only smart one in the circle, brother. And everybody else is dumb and slow, and they don't see the shit that you doing. Come on, man, you can't do that, man. This is just a wake-up call. You're going through initiation right now, you know? And you do too much crying, brother. You got to stop that, man.
So now, you see Sarnetta with his master teacher, right? So, this is what he started telling Prince York. You being initiated into the house of conscience. That's what he's talking about when he's saying you're being initiated. You being initiated to the house of conscience and the bullshit that's going on. You can't be crying. If you're a fighter and you can bring me money, we're going to put you in the ring. If you're a goddamn crybaby, you got to get the hell up out of here, and I can't deal with you because I don't need no grown-ass man's crying around here when we trying to pull off this heist of the century. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to leave that stuff alone. Like I said, if you want to watch that video and see how I chopped it and everything, you can go to it. Just type in Israel Doctrine Takes Revenge on Sarnetta and Polight, right? So, let me, that's him shooting up the Bible, but I need that to go to another platform. So give me 1 second, because I want to show you what a young buck think about this. But anyway, let's go back to Prince York and Polight, right? Remember, he wanted Polight to say something to verify that his father was not a molester, and that is no question that he's not a molester, right? That's where he was at with it. Tell the people, Polight, your voice carry weight in this community. He hands Polight the mic, right?
I still hold him dear in my heart as my father and my master teacher. I don't turn my back on him. Unfortunately, I just do not know if he did or he didn't. And it's my right to say it. I simply don't know. But even with all the reasons that I have to believe that he didn't molest those children, it still stands to reason that he could have.
He could have. He could have. He could have, people. Did you hear that? Now this building up drama like a mother.
You personally never slept in a man's bed. I had.
Hold up. You never slept in a man's bed. Okay, Prince York is back, people. He's back. Guess who's back? PY.
You personally never slept in a man's bed. I have. I personally, goddamn it, I was there. Witches here and over there and every fucking way. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that my father is innocent. And people like to throw in their faces, they like to keep saying children. But what you have to take, it was not one child in that case at all. They threw 200 charges at him that he knocked out the court, and then they had to go to sexual intent. That had nothing to do with children at all. With minors, that they say we move minors across state lines, but everybody knows that my father travels private. I'm not your God, so I do not have all the answers. But if there's any question that I do not,
now there's some chopping and splicing in him, but let's keep listening.
What can I answer? I most definitely will personally deliver it today to the master teacher, and we will have an answer by tomorrow, because I've uncovered the man done wrote 1,257 books and still writing, which is uncomparable to any author. And with that being, with him being able to write on that amount of level, that means just because you have a question doesn't mean your question wasn't already answered. It just depends on the amount of information.
So now, did you catch what he said? I'll go to the master teacher today and talk to him. Meaning that he can converse with his father. Now, what do you think he gonna tell his father, right? A man that I guess Polight never met, you know, just had some type of dealings with him. You know, I spoke to Hui Kai the other day, and, you know, I know he got some hate for that from the platform that, you know, causing all bullshit. Right. But he said he never really met Prince York at this point. I don't, you know, I was trying to get a clear cut answer, but it seemed like he got a text and then his conversation changed a little bit. Like, why you asking? And I thought we had free range to talk about, you know, a number of things, right? Which would have been great because we would have had some things from him, you know, speaking about this matter before it came down today. So it was like, it should have been a damn good interview, but somebody texted him and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't give him the interview that he won't. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. But I asked him, have he met Prince York yet? You know, did he meet him? Have he met him? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not really ever coming in contact with these people, how could you talk from a certain perspective? Right? So let's listen on, people. I don't know. It's so much shit. Like I said, we'll be dealing with it some more. We got the anticipated date of another video, more audio coming out. So, you know, it's just a matter of time before we get to, you know, unraveling this ravel a little bit more. Because, you know, Sarnetta had a video up with Prince York. He put it up and then he took it down. Some mysterious thing going on with this Prince York stuff over there in the House of Conscience. Gotta stay in tune, people. You gotta stay in tune. When they recording that brother live, somebody needs to be recording that damn conversation. Don't let Sarnetta put that shit in his vault and we don't get an opportunity to hear it raw and uncut. Niggas, turn your Google Hangouts on or whatever device and record those conversations. They're needed. Believe me, if I knew, I would have been recording, because it's a lot of stuff going down. Remember, we heading to a new year. They trying to get Malachi Z. York out of jail. Polight is a rising star. And what the fuck he look like if they fuck around and get Malachi Z. York out of jail? What the fuck will Polight outshine his son? With the star outshine the sun? Malachi Z. York come out, who the fuck is Polight? So do you think he would want to help get York out? And then say, Father, look what I've created, the new covenant for you. You know, you read in the Bible, it said Jesus gonna come set up his kingdom, and then the Father gonna come and he gonna give it over to the Father, right? So, I mean, do you think Polight would give new covenant and all his strength and power and political position over to his father if he got out of jail next year? If he was pardoned and got out, that means his star dim it and his father's rises. That's why Prince York said, shit, my father wrote so many books and still writing books. I know you done went around trying to imitate my father and write so many books and have your accreditation, you know, by saying you done did so much and everything in a short time. You see, it's a war going on that we are privy to tune into just a little bit. We ain't got all the ins and outs, but let's go on. I just want to hear a little bit more what Polight got to say about some stuff. Then I might even leave this alone. Might go further. I don't know. Depends on how the spirit moves.
You personally taking that for myself, for myself.
His notes. He said, I debate my equal, all others I teach. You feel what I'm saying? That don't mean we're gonna know the same amount of information. But the Hebrews haven't even gotten to a point, as far as the Hebrews that I've been interfacing with, right? I debate my equals, all others I teach, right? And when you teaching somebody in the class,
so I don't want to hear no more of that shit. So now let's go to the young gunner of the House of Conscience, the young gunner, young Marcus. You know, this one of the young gunners. They got a young Pharaoh, Allah, pow, one of them young gunners, right? Now listen to what he say, right? Listen to what he say. If you want to see this video, you got to go to the Circus Monkey. It's a new website. It got a lot of information on it, right? A lot of information on it. So this the video. This one right here with the red pill is a good one. This one, it's, you know, Polight shooting up the Bible, putting it in proper perspective today. Sarnetta and the Circus Monkey having conversation. You know, it's a good thing. But let's listen to Marcus here.
I introduced, to speak on what he was saying, I introduced a few classmates to Sarnetta TV, and I introduced them, I put them on certain people, so I put them on Young Pharaoh, I put them on Polight, of course, I put them on Succession, of course, I put them on Squad, of course. And long story short, when you introduce to a certain brand, at first you're always going to be skeptical. Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to play that because it's so loud you can't hear it and stuff. Especially maybe not through this method. So go to the Circus Monkey, right? Type in Young Marcus speaks on the clown shit. The channel is the Circus Monkey. So type in the Circus Monkey, filter it, go to the channel, and you'll find it. And you can hear his conversation on the clown shit that goes on in the community. So let me see. Peace to all the people in the chat. Right? One second. Let me check out the chat room. Boy, y'all over here chatting this morning, ain't you? Oh boy, y'all having some damn good conversation in the chat. Wish I could be in the chat with y'all. But yeah, people, this is what it is though. That platform bring us some of the most entertaining information out there. But at the same time, it has some of the most truthful and revealing stuff that goes unseen and unheard. Like when we brought out the 30K that Polight say he gave Dr. Sabi. How is that money traceable? What did that money go to? What, you know, we had that conversation. The young Marcus conversation now on the Circus Monkey. Go check it out. There's a lot of good videos on the Circus Monkey. I approve of the Circus Monkey. Right? So, what are we going to do as a community, though? Because if we care so much about the community, not just our physical community that we live in, but even the conscious community, which, if you go listen to the young Marcus, him and young Pharaoh and stuff is pulling more younger people into this gang mentality community. This gang community is like gangland. It's like Chicago to me, you know, seeing I born there, come from there. Everybody in Chicago is affiliated. Even the neutrons got families that's affiliated. So to a degree, they're affiliated. Plugged or unplugged, right? Neutron or not. Because every corner you turn, as D.A. Smart said, if you walk with him, he can show you every gang in Chicago and every affiliation on every block, every street. You know what I'm saying? So when people coming into the conscious community, say like somebody moving to Chicago, when they come into the conscious community, who the fuck gonna say, walk with me and let me show you the new Wapos. Let me show you the Hebrew Israelites. Let me show you these Comedics and how the politics of the community goes with these different groups, the different doctrines, the different paradigms and things that's going on, and the bullshit that they kicking and the soundness that they kicking. And not too much soundness, a lot of bullshit, you know. But this is how they get money. This is how they get money. This is how they get money. Because you got your health people. Most of them are Comedic. Some Hebrews deal with health issues. You got your brother Ready for All. You got Inky and different individuals that's in the health. Then you got people that's into the debate and stuff. Then you got people that you got the YouTube channels. Then you got people that, you know what I'm saying, sell oil and all of that stuff. And it's just many different shape, forms, or fashions of individuals in the community, right? Who's going to guide the babies through this? Remember, if they only go to one platform, and there's only one platform cultivating their minds, planting their seeds in their minds, then watering them, what the hell you think gonna grow? What's the next generation? What's gonna grow out of that? So, people, create your platforms if you got time to talk. Grow your own platforms if you have time to grow it. And you do. One video a week, 30 minutes, speaking some real stuff is needed. If you want to talk about, you know, having fish in your house, growing crops in your house, tomatoes or different things, cucumbers or whatever, talk about that. Show your system. Show how you made it. Help other people. As I never had the one brother on there talking about that. Do that. Don't wait for Sonetta, me, or any other platform to put you on. If you got a YouTube channel and you in a chat, then stop coming to people chat and take the time that you sit down and listen sometime to an hour or 2 hour show and make your own information. Put your own information out there on your channel. If it ain't nothing but a 10-minute thing, hi people, how you doing? I think the community needs to start gravitating towards this some more. All right, thank you. Peace. I'm out. Come back again. Well, I've been working all week, but I came in and I see the community still gravitating towards this bullshit. Peace. I'm out. But when people look and they listen and they try to see what conversations are out there to be seen and heard, they run into your voice. Don't leave the other people with such a great voice in the community, but the voice is not vibrating the message that you think the community need to hear. Whether if it's me, shit, make videos about me and talk your shit about me. I don't care. Truly, I don't. That's the thing. Dialogue is needed right now. Good dialogue about real things that need to be dealt with, not the bullshit. Not the bullshit. So, people, how are we going to make it? How are we going to overcome if you all don't do what it is you're supposed to do? Once again, Polight said, I am Brother Polight. He's still in the I am, you know what I'm saying, from our mystery system. I am that I am is the conversation, right? And hey, if y'all gonna delete people, this is a bot type shit. Y'all gotta get rid of that type of shit too, talking about too much gossip. You know, I don't know if that's Zabak or not, but fuck that nigga. Get him up out of my chat. Don't nobody want to hear that that hoe ass shit. If you don't like it, don't bring your ass over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's blocked or whatever, because I'm trying to block him and make sure he's out of here. Don't conversate with assholes like that. Cause that might be a H and that might not even be the guy, Sabak. You know. So get them agent ass niggas out the chat. I done talked to that cat on Facebook before, and if he wanted to talk to me, all he got to do is he know how to reach me. So now I gotta wait till I gotta wait for the chat to come back up. Some people think cause it's a chat, just like on Facebook and stuff. You post something and you ain't got it for people to speak on. You just got it putting information out there. And some people want to come in on your post and talk crazy. And it's like, this is my account. This is my post. If I choose to allow you to speak, then you can speak. If I don't allow you to speak, then you don't speak. Right? And if you ain't got nothing positive to say or good to say, then you can beat your feet. Right? So now I got to wait for the chat to come back up to see what's going on in the chat. So yeah, appreciate y'all. But yeah, cause see what we got to understand as I see my brother James said, at the end of the day, they have start creating a lot of troll pages to control the narrative. They create dummy pages too. I mean, they got an Arkansas Doctrine out there with my face on it. They got another one out there with my face on it and stuff. So, I mean, it's dummy pages out there of me, and people be arguing with it, and that'll cause people to think that I'm arguing and fighting with them. Same way that there's a Zabak page might be a dummy page, and then people will be saying, well, Ka said this about Zabak and stuff. What y'all got to understand is truly COINTELPRO is working in our community, whether they're paid agents by the government or just people that's, you know, infected by COINTELPRO type movement, right? They're being their own counterintelligence program within the black community, if they working for the government or not. They saying, well, this is the intelligence that's going out. We're going to counter that with these troll pages and create this propaganda and this illusion. So some of these things for my administrators that's blocking people, some of these people don't even give them a chance to build up their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you saying? If you ask them a question, that's basically it. Once they show that you can even ask them, are you for or against what's being talked about? If you're against it, get the fuck out the chat and just listen. Nobody cares. You don't get a voice. You know what I'm saying? If you for it and you saying, yes, I'm with it, hey, you can stay in the chat. But if you're against what's going on, then I'm giving you the perfect opportunity. I'm giving you the perfect opportunity to go make a video and allow your voice to be heard and say, Israel Doctrine made a video today talking about such and such and such, and I think he's wrong. Play my audio and go back and speak about what I'm talking about and correct me and send it to me in the YouTube inbox so I can respond back by video and we can get our video correspondence on with each other. But I ain't got time to be reading the chat. So if you're talking to me in the chat, it's in vain. And I don't need you in there trying to manipulate and pollute the minds of the people in the chat. So stop chatting if you're not with me. You against me, stop chatting. Take your anus somewhere and create a video response to my video and let's have a dialogue that's needed. I give you my word that I will respond back. The only person I ain't responding to right now until I put somebody else on my, put them on my respond block list is Michael Edwards and Javin Bullets. They on my respond block list. I do not respond to them because they think they doing something, but they ain't doing nothing. So they're not worthy to be responded to. Anyone else at this time, your video will be considered to be responded to. So all you gotta do is make a video and I will consider responding to it. Yeah, the Pair Arab got his channels and stuff too. There's so many others out there. I mean, I'm really growing in popularity and fame or something because, you know, as Polight said, the more they slander you, the more they threaten your life, and the more they come at your family and stuff, then that means they think you're somebody that needs to be considered to slander and dirty up your name. You know, assassinate your character in public and stuff. So, you know. With that said, like I said, we dying down. You know what I'm saying? We dying down. The conversation is becoming dull. And I don't want to hold y'all over here with no dull conversation and stuff. So to those that came over and listened this morning to consider what's being talked about, consider my voice, you know, as being something that's respectable to a degree in the community. You know, I appreciate you. You know, I believe this is something that was good for the people out there, because we don't need to be blindsided by in-house beef or war that's going on, and people that's I don't even want to use that word, but perpetuating it for dollar sakes or whatever. And you know, just look into it more, people. Like I said, turn on your damn Google Hangout and get it live. If you're a nobody to a degree and people ain't subscribed to you, you can get it easily. But if you are somebody prominent in the community, holler at me. I'll tell you how to do it without people knowing that you're doing it. I always got a trick and a way to get what you need. But hey, people, keep your eye on this little debacle over there, this little fiasco that's taking place, because it's turning up once again. The biggest thing to ask yourself is, if Malachi Z. York stepped out of jail today, who the fuck would be Polight? And will his story then matter at all? And could York tell you some shit that you never thought about his relationship with Polight, and how he done used his name and everything else to gain a foothold in our community, in our hearts and the minds of our people? Or should I say in the hearts and the minds of our people? And how he told them, know who the white man is and don't be in bed with them devils. Now he said, I never been in Malachi Z. York bed, but he been in the bed with them devils that y'all call devils, right? All white people, to most of y'all, are devils. So which one of them is he cool to be in bed with if all of them devils, right? He's not cool to be in bed with none of them. So why do y'all accept him being in bed with those devils? You know, for us, your paradigm considered, right? Why do y'all let him get away with saying the white man ain't the devil? He's an enemy. So now, even if you don't get into the spooky devil stuff, you going and getting in bed with the enemy? You sleeping with the enemy? Shit, that's clearly stated then. But, you know, if it was me, everybody and their mama has something to say. Everybody will be trying to push that narrative and stuff. But, you know, people on this side won't even say nothing about it. Like, yeah, man, I mean, all you got to do is compare the two. Why I said everybody, just a smooth, nice little 5-minute video. Why do everybody try to get on Israel doctrine when he try to get salvation to all righteous people? Meaning if there's some white people or Edomites righteous, they can get it too. We understand if he say all, and God is no respect of no person, any person, his paradigm, but people attack him for it. But then you have people literally in bed with the white people, with the enemy, with the devil, and no one says anything. It's not one mumbling word. That's because y'all trying to tear me down and y'all want to see him be built up. This is similar to the black exploitation movies. Everybody's seeing Goldie and all these people riding around in cars and they hair, you know, all permed and different stuff and everything. And they was glamorous and stuff. They had Rolls Royces and Jags and Benz and stuff like that. And them, right? So everybody wanted to be like them. So now that you have these entities getting the money, the economics, and buying these type of things and saying, don't you want to be like me? You know what I'm saying? A boss. I'm a baller, shot caller. You know what I'm saying? So they go out, get these luxury things and stuff. Probably selling their soul to get it, to get the image, the imagery that y'all respect and want, lust for, drooling out the mouth, drooling out the mouth for it, right? Just like the video, man, get some bras with some big booties and stuff, get you some video vixens and everything. Shit, come out to the conscious community like a rapper. But that's, oh, I know I'm gonna play this little bit of audio in there before I go. Let me play this little bit of audio before I go.
You got niggas who came in on Drew Ali's shoulders, Elijah Farrakhan's shoulders, motherfucking Dr. Sabi's shoulders, and shitted on each and every one of them when they came in. They talk shit about them, make clips about them, debated against them, and all of that stuff. It's almost akin to if Polight did a debate against Dr. York. I wouldn't fuck with that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the shoulders that you come in on. That's your elder. So it would show me that your character is questionable. I don't even require you to know what.
So now, you see that video say if he debated against York, red pill, what if he say it's questionable that he was the child molester now? Because he stood so long that York ain't molested nobody. Now, he's saying, it's questionable. They might need to leave him locked up for a while because he may have done that. Matter of fact, I'm going to be one of the main persons to make sure that the investigation starts all over. Y'all just saying I'm bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? Let's make sure this nigga don't get out of jail, because if he get out of jail, who the fuck will Polight be tomorrow? You got to think. You know what I'm saying? You know when they say the real niggas locked up and the fake niggas running the streets, and then the real niggas about to get out, you know it's about to be a war. You know it's going to be a problem. Nigga, you been running my block, this and that, nigga. Where's my tribute at? You ain't paid me no tribute. You ain't did this. What the nigga? Woo! You know, Polight might be sending York some money. Polight probably ain't sent York one goddamn dime and put nothing on his books, so the nigga can buy him a good ass Roman noodle pack, so he can hook him up. What the shit they be hooking at? What they call it in jail when you hook up the noodles and you get little beans and rice and different shit, and you make your little pack of shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, noodles is the shit. You know, and they ain't cost number 50 cents, 25 cents or whatever, maybe $1 in jail since they so. You know what I'm saying? But if you buy them on the streets, nigga, 59 cents and shit in jail with some other toppings and stuff, you make your little. He probably ain't made sure York can enjoy a good noodle meal, Roman noodle meal. Maybe he have. We don't know. something he don't talk about. And he's a grown-ass man. He can talk on it if he want, but he ain't got to talk on it. So, it ain't number 4 minutes, people. We can listen to the whole thing.
You got niggas who came in on Drew Ali's shoulders, Elijah Farrakhan's shoulders, motherfucking
That's how
shoulders, shit on each and every one of them when they came in. They talk shit about them, made clips about them, debated against them, and all of that stuff. It's almost akin to if Polight did a debate against Dr. York. I wouldn't fuck with that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the shoulders that you come in on. That's your elder. So
shoulder pad.
It would show me that your character is questionable.
I only require you to know one thing, and that is who the devil is. But if you don't know who the devil is, brother, I can't trust you.
Stop bullshit. And the reason why I don't believe in that white man seduce stuff, I think it's making black people lazy.
But you don't want to believe that. And not believing that is why.
I don't believe. You don't want to believe?
The white man is the devil.
I'm telling you that the white man's not the devil.
If you don't accept that, I can't deal with you. You going out there and do a Sammy Davis Jr. or Ben Marine with white people all you want. I'm telling you, boy or girl, white man don't care nothing about you, nigga. Point blank. You can smile on your face at work just to tell his friends, there's a good colored girl on my job. She's not bad. She minds her business. She doesn't bother anybody. She's docile. She's sedate. She's a trade monkey.
So a lot of these niggas is questionable, and they was lame before they got into the consciousness around people who are not really hip to the street life.
Okay, right. It's funny what he say. They was really lame. So if you listen to Polight tell his road to glory, a road to riches, rag to riches story, the only claim to not being lame is I shot a person in the face. I'm a Crip superior. I wasn't no lame. I didn't have the clothes. I didn't have no food. I didn't have all this, but I was gang banging. So I wasn't a lame. I was gang banging. That makes me more than a lame, right? You know, there's gangbangers out there, people that don't have food, that don't have clothing, that don't have proper housing and stuff. They're staying with people. They doing this. So we go to old school TLC, where you a scrub then. Lame scrub, whatever else they in the different regions they call them, right? And then they say a scrub can't get no love on the passenger side of his homeboy rides. You don't have a ride, you on the passenger side of your homeboy ride and stuff. We know what lames and this and that. And niggas in the streets say, hey, nigga, I'm out here getting this money. I'm busting my gun to get it. I'm selling these drugs to get it. Nigga, I got money. When that's Polight say, when there's money down and stuff, the rules of the hood is, nigga, he might do any immoral thing to get what he need, right? Can't be a lame. If you're a lame, you know, people want to make me a lame. You know, I'm a badass lame. I'll be that. That you don't want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? It's one lame you don't want to fuck with. I choose to be everything that I am. I choose to be everything that I am. As I said before, I put myself in prison so I don't have to go to prison. Because if I'm not in this prison that I created for myself, I will be in a white man prison if I don't incarcerate myself. As Jesus said, your eye offend you, pluck it out. I got to go without an eye. I got to go without a hand or this and that because it wants to do something that it don't have no business doing. So amputation is needed. I amputate, cut that shit off because it would get me in trouble if I went with my colonel mind. Right? So let's listen on. He was a lame before that, or they was a lame before that.
Before they got into the consciousness around people who are not really hip to the street life and hip to what it is to have integrity and all of that stuff because they're not up that cloth. So you posturing in front of people who ain't really built like that. So they fall for the okie doke. And this shit is 10-minute clips on camera. You don't know what happens when the camera goes off. You don't know that half of these niggas is cool with each other. You don't know that half of these niggas be on 125th Street scheming and thinking of ways to get you niggas to come and fucking pay $10 to sit in the fucking auditorium. So
$30 now.
So shit is conscious wrestling. beyond conscious wrestling. It started picking up after Loaded Lux did the.
Now that's Doggy Diamond saying it's conscious wrestling. So Doggy Diamond is not ignorant to the fact. He talking to a source and he telling them he's not ignorant to the fact. Doggy Diamonds know that they on that lame shit.
Fucking shit with the nigga Calico. Niggas started. That was the revamp of the whole debate thing. That this shit looks like it's. You know what I mean? I could do this inside of this community and gain the. You know what I mean? I can get it popping in here, and that's not what this is about, family. You know what I mean? The only debate that I'm willing to see right now.
Now this is calling out Polight, right? And I'm with him. The only debate that I want to see. Now I ain't been robbing people and shit, so my economics is not like other people economics in the community. I haven't been begging for money so I can get me a car or upgrade my house and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't beg nobody for that, right? Ain't did none of that shit. So my economics is not what other people economics said. But if you would like to help out in my economic plan in my war chest, then just hit my PayPal button. I'm letting y'all know it's a PayPal button out there if you want to hit it. If you don't, then hey, don't hit it. But you know, ain't nothing wrong with letting you know it's out there. And now I move on, right? So the only debate he want to hear is economics. We want to see what you claiming and how it works. Like Polight been saying he had a health center, and other people didn't vouch that he had a health center, right? We didn't see it before the death of Sabi. God forbid we see a video tomorrow with the clinic and health center and shit that take care of people now. You know what I'm saying? God forbid we see that. That'll be like what the fuck? Anyway.
Now is whose economic system works?
That's the only
debate that I want to see. You have to show me the motherfucking money. You got to show me the property. You got to show me the acreage. You got to tell me why people in your organization still work 9 to 5 and you niggas is sovereign and aboriginal and indigenous and all of this stuff.
So what I'm saying is this. Why am I around all these white folks if I also credit white people for a great deal of destruction? It's for my own protection, because Negroes don't protect their own. Say Polight, are you saying the more you bang on white people, the more white friends you're gonna have? Absolutely. So when they try to create a mythos about me in terms of my character, when they try to turn me into a racial terrorist, I can get my friend Bob and John and Maggie and Sue. They'll say, leave Brother Polight alone. He's a good guy. This is why I need white friends. You guys may not need white friends. You may not be in a position to need white friends. I need white friends. White friends resonate in politics. Black friends may just make it a little worse. Yeah, I'm telling you, because the black friends that I can have in politics are sellouts. I don't fucking need them. I go straight to the source. The white folks who control them. I ain't gonna go to them to get what kind of support. Can't go to y'all.
So he have white friends. Who would have figured that Polight is running around and he got white friends? Now, if I had white friends, you motherfuckers would lose your goddamn top, your wig. Your weave will fall out. Your goddamn hair will be gone. Polight sit up and said he got white friends. He need white friends. And don't now one of you damn circus monkey ass niggas have anything to say. Sanetta, why you always talking about me saying Harry Rosenberg was gonna win a debate against Polight and I sided with the white folks? And Polight got white friends. He in bed with their ass and you still messing with him. So by proxy, you in bed with the white folks too. So now, I don't know, man. Like I said, my brain getting exhausted. Really, a good 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour would have been great. You know, attention spans is short out there. Even my own get kind of short when it comes to this stuff. You know, it gives me a headache, you know, thinking about this stuff and the different angles and, you know, things of that nature, you know. So, but it is what it is, people. You know, y'all let Polight have his white friends and, you know, let him, you know, it ain't black economics no more, because white folks has got their economics in it. You know, he go get money from his white friends. Politics, if something go on, he got his white friends to help him, you know, Becky and Suey and, you know, Ralph and, you know, whoever else. And people, it is what it is. You know, I think I done burnt out. So I'm gonna have to say peace, y'all. I'm gonna have to say peace. Let me go cut this chat off so y'all won't be chatting in it when I'm gone. And I'm gonna say peace. I'm gonna go rest. You know what I'm saying? Rest my brain. You know. But until next time, people, I'm gonna say peace. Protect yourself at all times. Stay safe. And I'll holler.